Hey everybody, I want to talk about emotional reasoning, but an interesting mechanic that is underneath it. Whenever you're considering major life decisions, or decisions in general, maybe even simple decisions, we either have no answers or two answers. And I'll give you a good example of this. Hey, where do you want to eat tonight? I don't know. Well, I was thinking either getting some Mexican food or Chinese. Would you rather have Mexican food or Chinese? Oh, whatever you want, right? This is not, I wouldn't say passive aggressive, but this is a very common pattern of 0 and 2. And then ultimately what happens is you hand off the final decision to somebody else to come down to 1. So you don't want to make a decision.
This is also how you end up surrendering control of your life to somebody else.
Maybe another example is, I don't know what I'm feeling like. I don't know, maybe Mexican or Chinese. Pick one. I don't care, just as long as it's one of those, right? I've had this conversation a lot with that's what people do. They either have no answer or they got 2. Maybe sometimes more than 2, right? But what's wrong with just giving one answer, right? See, because when you give one answer, that's no longer passive. People are not comfortable with opening themselves to the risk of rejection or the risk of wrong. See, it's something that we learn from getting it wrong on major life impacting big decisions, right? We learn this from making big decisions and getting it wrong on big decisions. Whenever it's something big and we're like, that's the way I'm going, that's going to lead me to the light, and bam, no, it leads you to the dumpster, right? So we eventually learn, hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so bold and brash. Maybe I should slow things down a little bit and consider all of my options before making a brash decision. And yes, that's good for big, major life decisions, big decisions. But then it trickles down to the little smaller and smaller, more insignificant decisions. And then before long, you find yourself saying, I don't really care what we want to eat. You pick something. Okay, we'll go to Taco Bell. No, I don't want Taco Bell. Okay, how about KFC? No, I don't want. So it's like, my God, why are you just waterboarding me with indecision? And it's exactly that. You either have no answer or you have multiple answers. You don't have an answer. You either have no answer or you have multiple answers. You don't have
an answer.
There is little consequence to being wrong, even on big decisions, because when you're wrong on 99% of big decisions in the developed world, mistakes still have a solution, okay? And so you have to frame big decisions like this. You say, this is what I'm doing. This is going to lead me to the light. If it doesn't work out, this is the remedy. This is what I'm doing. This is going to lead me to the light. If it doesn't work out, this is the remedy. And then when you don't succeed, you're like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I should have seen this coming. You know what? Instead of being so rash and bold, I should just take life more slowly and consider my options and ultimately outsource all of my major life decisions to other people, and possibly even small life decisions like what goes in my stomach 3 times a day. You can get all the way down to that point, and a lot of us have, and some of us still do. I should also mention I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go eat breakfast, and I don't really know, but I got 2 places in mind. Either that or I'm just going to skip it. Anyways, this is a part of emotional reasoning. This is how we end up I don't want to say deluding ourselves, but we blind ourselves, at least partially or fully, blind ourselves to our future path by doing this. An analogy I've used before. Let's say you have a dog. We'll just pretend you have a dog that knows to go fetch a ball, right? Most dogs will at least chase the ball, right? They're dogs. That's what they do. If you go to the dog park with your dog and you go throw the ball, and the dog watches the ball fly through the air and land, and then the dog looks at you and just starts chasing his tail instead. And you're like, dog, what are you doing? You're supposed to go chase the ball. This is, well, I'm chasing something. I'm chasing my tail, right? But you're supposed to go get the ball. And the dog's like, yes, I know I'm supposed to go get the ball, and I even see the ball that's over there, but right now I just feel like chasing my tail for a little while. You know, what's wrong with chasing my tail? Now I'm just required to go get the ball? Because you're telling me I should go get the ball? Well, that's just what we came here to do. And then the dog says, no, that's what you came here to do. You came here to make me chase the ball and control me and oppress me and tell me what to do. I want to chase my tail. La, 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 la. Look, I'm chasing my tail. Does that irritate you? Does that irritate you? Right? Imagine having a dog doing that shit. And then you're like, okay, dog, fine, chase your tail. But you're going to go get the ball eventually because I'm not going over there and getting it. And the dog says, well, we'll see about that. We'll see what happens. Maybe you go get the ball. Maybe somebody else will see your situation and come and bail you out. Or they'll laugh and they'll say, yeah, some dogs just don't fetch, right? And then they'll go get the ball and toss it back to you and say, sorry, pal, I'll try again. You know, maybe the ball landed on a hill, and if we just give it some time, gravity and wind will make the ball roll a little bit closer to us. And then when I decide to go get the ball, then it might actually be closer. So who knows? Maybe chasing my tail makes things easier in the end. You don't know. You don't know. Right?
Sure.
Think about that. That is a bad dog. But we can be bad dogs sometimes, right? And I'm not talking about fetching a ball for your partner. In this analogy, the person with the ball is life. Life throws the ball. Life provides opportunities for fun. Life provides opportunities for reaching goals. And life provides opportunities for a journey, a path, for an adventure that's fun along the way. And in the end, you get your prize. So you're sitting there chasing your tail. You view it from this sense of, well, the ball is really far away. I don't have to go so far. And I just don't feel like making that trip right now. But the thing is, you're missing the fact that at the end of the day, you will have gone nowhere. You won't go anywhere. You're not gonna. You're running, you're getting activity, you're putting in the work, but you're getting nowhere. That's why. And so you have to ask yourself, I'm chasing my tail, but what is the ball that I'm not going after? Because if you feel stuck in life, and you feel like life's got you walled in, those are the illusions your brain is telling you. Okay? Everything about your life, nearly everything is imaginary, right? The only things that are actually kind of real are the things that don't matter, like things, right? I'll give you an example of the imaginary things, right? There's nothing stopping you from just walking away from your life and becoming a homeless person, or a hobo, or hopping on a train and going on a big adventure on a train. Woo-hoo! There's literally nothing stopping you from doing that. And you say, well, why would I want to do that? That's not the point. The point of it is, everything you're telling yourself that you cannot do, could not do, should not do, or won't work out, understand that it is imaginary. Everything you're telling yourself that you cannot do, could not do, should not do, or won't work out, understand that it is imaginary. And the point I'm getting at is you have to recognize the nature of your reality. Reality is imagined. Your boundaries are imagined. They're not real boundaries. There's not a physical barrier. You do not live life encased in cement. If you did, it would be more understandable. But you're not, so it isn't. Hang on. I gotta go to work here. see what I'm getting at? Don't wall yourself in with imagined boundaries. Don't wall yourself in with imagined boundaries. And let me just also say, because I'm not suggesting that everybody go run off and be a homeless hobo, right? I'm not suggesting that you no longer respect boundaries. You should definitely respect boundaries. I'm saying open your eyes to the nature of boundaries and recognize what boundaries are, because your brain is what controls them. If you feel like you cannot do your brain... Well, that last video got cut off. Anyways, I'm parked now. So, yeah, you're gonna make sure you understand that whenever you perceive boundaries, it's exactly that. They're perceived. There we go. Now you can see me. Make sure you understand the nature of your boundaries. Understand and recognize that stop giving 0 answers or 2 answers. Whenever you fall into the 0 and 2 answer practice, we'll say, what you're actually doing is you're surrendering control of your life to others. What you're actually doing is you're surrendering control of your life to others. Right? Because if you don't give an answer, then you lose the opportunity to give input and to take a little bit of control of the situation. Right? You lose the opportunity to participate in your own life by not giving an answer. Where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. Well, there you go. You're no longer a participant. You are now a passenger. Where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. Maybe something like I don't know, Chinese or Mexican food. Okay. So that's you're no longer, you're kind of participating, but you're now literally packaging up control of the situation and saying, here's some control for you. Would you like some control? I have this control for you. I packaged it up for you. So here, I would like for you to control my life and control the situation. This should make it easier for you to do that. That's what you're doing. And yeah, it seems a little extreme in the case of food, like Jesus Christ, man, like it's just food. But you have to understand, if it's made it down from major life decisions all the way down to the food level, it started from the top. People don't take this practice from low-level, insignificant life decisions and think, hey, you know what, that's actually a great model for major life decisions. No. The way people learn is you get burned. You get burned and you learn from the burns. And then the hard lessons you learn trickle down into the insignificant shit. You get burned and you learn from the burns. And then the hard lessons you learn trickle down into the insignificant shit. And so if you've made it down to the level of doing this with food, it's trickled down to all the actual consequential levels of life. So, yeah, that. Anyways, speaking of, I'm going to choose to stop recording now and go do my job so I don't get fired, because my boss is decisive. He will decide to fire me if I don't go to work. So I'm going to go to work. I don't know, maybe I might just sit out here and keep recording for a little while, because I got so many more thoughts on the subject. And, you know, I don't want to cut off, because maybe I have an epiphany that really helps somebody else out in life. So I think I'm just going to sit here and record for a while. No. See there? See, I caught myself. See, I'm learning. I'm getting smarter by the day.
Genius.
So I hope this helps you. Stop giving the 0 answers or 2 answers. Just give the answer. Here's what's going to happen. What do you want to eat? Goddamn tuna sandwich. okay. Right? Whereas it really, tuna sandwich? Yes, you asked what I want to eat. That's what I want to eat. You don't want to maybe go get Mexican food or Chinese food? Yeah, I guess that's probably okay too, but still just feeling in the mood for a tuna Sammy. Because that's what would happen if you give it an actual direct answer. They'll give you the two answer thing. Really? That's what you want, tuna sandwich? No, I'm actually just lying about that. You asked what do I want, and I answered the question. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna give you an answer that's not actually an answer. Yes, I really want a tuna sandwich. Because you asked what do I want to eat. So I told you what I want to eat. And now you don't like my answer, so don't ask that question. Right? Alright, I gotta go for real so I don't lose my job. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, or share. Join the discussion on Facebook. Look in the description for the link. Chances are good I forgot it. So if it's not down there, just comment and be like, dude, you forgot the link. So, alright, I'm out. I'll see y'all on the next video. We can be bad dogs sometimes.
I want to chase my tail. La, 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 la. Look, I'm chasing my tail. Does that irritate you? Does that irritate you? I want to chase my tail. La, 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 la. Look, I'm chasing my tail. Does that irritate you? Does that irritate you?
Goddamn tuna sandwich.